Good afternoon. My name is Andile Milton Pengu, student number 202834, and my teaching philosophy is teaching goes beyond the classroom. The reason I picked this philosophy is because I believe that teaching and learning goes beyond the classroom, whether it might be morals or values or the imagination of the students. I I went through a theory that entails learners learning to understand. Now, when learners learn to understand, it's not only about listening and understanding. It's also about hearing and I'll forget, but seeing, I'll remember. Meaning that when children visualize or see things, or they're involved in the process, the learning process, or they're participating and scaffolding with each other, they're able to remember the steps, they're able to remember the process. So this is why I picked this philosophy, because I believe that when you are teaching learners, whether it might be life skills, beginning knowledge, or PSW, when you're teaching learners, they are supposed to imaginate. They're supposed to imagine whatever you're talking about. Let's say you're talking about the people that help us. When you say the people that help you in your community, the learners are supposed to think back and imagine their community and think, okay, there's a father of so and so behind my house that once helped us in a fire, and he works for a firefighter company. So things like that. So it's imagining. So when you are teaching in the class, it goes beyond the classroom, because you must bring in the real world context when you're teaching. And also, when you're leaving the class, when you're doing PE, there are lots of other things that you're able to teach the learners. Like, for example, let's say the child is going next and they don't use the word please. You're able to teach them values, you're able to teach them morals, because you're able to correct them there and then. And also, when they ask you questions outside, they are able to ask you, why is the soil wet and why is this one not wet, or why is this soil slippery and why is this one not slippery. That way life skills comes in again. When you talk about soil, then you're able to explain to them, no, this is topsoil and this is the sandy soil. So you're able to explain the difference. So teaching and learning goes beyond the classroom. It doesn't only happen in the classroom. Only the theory happens in the classroom, but the actual teaching needs to be imagined outside of the classroom and outside of the classroom. So this is why I picked my teaching philosophy, and I went through the theory of constructivism, which I believe aligns with my philosophy, because it talks about it talks about learners it talks about learners understanding and imagining things, being involved in the process. So in constructivism, the constructivism theory talks about learners understanding what they're being told, and whenever they visualize and see whatever they're being told, they're able to remember it, they're able to keep it in their brains for a processed thought. But whenever they just told something, it doesn't stay in their brain. So that theory and my philosophy aligns. Thank you for lending me your ear. I hope you enjoyed.